Hey there, I'm CJ Maurer with The Gist. Welcome back to another one of our strategic HubSpot tutorials. Today, we're going to focus on how to supercharge your output and streamline your outreach, specifically with your sales team. Building and equipping your sales team with a sales enablement outreach content library. Let's dive in and show you how to make your sales team more productive. Okay, so right now I'm inside a company record, right? And what we're going to talk about today are the basic outreach tools that are going to allow your team to be more efficient. We're going to start with templates and sequences. So if you didn't already know, by the way, we have other videos that show you how to use sales email templates and sales outreach sequences. So that's a topic for a different video. But assuming you understand what a template is, let's show you how to do it. So if you're inside a contact record, a company record, a deal, right? I'm inside this record for Retune Marketing. Matt Riley from Retune Marketing, I'm actually looking at him right now. He is our video partner. He helps us shoot and produce all of our video content so we can provide these HubSpot tutorials to you. So shout out to Matt. So Matt isn't actually a prospect for me. You can see in my actual CRM, he's listed as a partner. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to pretend that he is. So I am going to click email, and it's going to open up an email draft, and I'm going to choose from my templates, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to pick this template, right? And you can see, right, it pulled in his first name and all of the other personalization tokens. So templates are, if you didn't already know, really effective ways to quickly send repeat information. So you want to build out all of these different templates for common scenarios that your sales team would have to conduct outreach. Maybe it is following up after meeting somebody in person at a networking event, or sending a recap after a demo or an exploratory call, or an onboarding instructions, or any one of a number of things, right? So I'm going to delete all this. So that's a template, right? What about a sequence? So a sequence is like a bunch of templates being sent in succession. Let's select this sequence. So what this sequence is going to do is send up to four automated emails that are spaced out based on my rules, how I set it up when I was actually building the sequence. And then at the end, it will provide a task to call. Now, these automated emails are only going to keep firing if Matt, in this situation, does not engage. So a sequence will automatically keep running unless and until the contact enrolled in the sequence either replies to your email or books a time on your calendar, which is why it's best practice to put in a link for somebody to book a time on your calendar, as you can see I have done here. Now, when you're building the sequence, you can actually build other unenrollment triggers, like if somebody fills out this form or other things happen. But those are the two unenrollment scenarios by default. This sequence wasn't made for Matt, so I'm not actually going to enroll him in it. But if I wanted to, I could just click Start Sequence. Actually, you know what, Matt? I'm gonna enroll you in this sequence. Matt is now enrolled in this sequence. Just so you know, it's the same if you use Gmail or Outlook. When you connect HubSpot with your personal email inbox, I mean personal, not like your personal Gmail, but like your individual work email, you'll have the HubSpot tool that comes in here. I can't show you Outlook right now because we use Gmail, but it is effectively the same thing. So now I'm in here, I can still choose from all of my templates. I can choose from all of my sequences. Once again, I can choose from all of my meeting links, my documents and snippets, and so on and so forth. So the purpose is, let HubSpot meet you wherever you are. If you're working in HubSpot, run your outreach through HubSpot. If you're working in your email inbox, run your outreach through there. So first is understanding that these tools exist and making sure your team knows how to use them. Then you, as an admin or a sales leader, what you can do is build out a library of templates and sequences that anyone on your team can use, right? If you run a sales team, you know that you're gonna have some early adopters, people that are really gonna lean into this tool. And then you have some other people that are more resistant and not so quick to embrace all of the cool things that they can do in HubSpot. And sometimes you try and pick your battles, but obviously like effective CRM adoption is key, not just for tracking data and organizing all of your growth initiatives, but what your reps need to understand is this tool actually exists to help them. It's not an additional administrative layer or burden, but if they lean into this, they're going to be more effective. They're going to be able to follow up with the same amount of leads in 20% or 40 or 50% less time. So if they need a little nudge, this is where you want to build that sales enablement content library for them. What we've done here is we've built some templates and organize them into folders. We have cold outbound intro emails. We have, even in this instance, customer service templates, demo requests. We have ebook automation, newsletter welcome, right? So we've built a bunch of templates that now we can share with the team and anybody can use. And just so you know, you can build them so that, with the personalization tokens built in, right? And you can even build it so that the sender, right? You can have build in the signature so they really are adaptable and can be used seamlessly by anybody in your organization, regardless of who is sending it. Here are the templates. Now we have sequences, right? We got a demo request sequence, an ebook, right? Maybe somebody downloads an ebook off your website and you've subscribed them to your newsletter, and maybe you have a workflow that if the contact after a couple of weeks is highly engaged, you want a workflow that automatically escalates the lead, assigns it to a rep, and now the rep can follow up and say, hey, I noticed you downloaded our ebook, right? How are you finding it? Do you want to chat about any of these problems? You want to talk about how we can help? And now you've just made it so simple, because now you can build a system where the sales rep gets a notification, such as a subscriber is engaged with our emails. We've upgraded them to a lead, assigned them to you. Please go ahead and reach out. And then they have a couple of options, and with 3 clicks, they can enroll them in a sequence that is going to continue to drip them a couple of times over a period of a few weeks. And now they're infinitely more effective. Another thing, we got templates, we got sequences. We also have snippets, right? So snippets are like little baby templates. They're not full emails. They're little sections of text that you can insert at any point in time in emails or even in notes, right? So if I'm gonna go into a company record, I'm gonna create a note and I'm just gonna pull up the ACA reporting and boom, that's in there. So all you have to do is hit that # or that hashtag for you in the younger generation, and then search the title of your snippet, click it, it inserts right there, right? So you can do that again for internal notes or for outbound facing emails. So the point of all of this is a lot of people incorrectly assume that adopting a CRM means more work, more administrative burden. And while there are certain things you want to train all of your team to do, the reality is a properly designed CRM, your sales team should absolutely love that, because not only are you streamlining how leads are routed and assigned and helping them prioritize the day, but you're equipping them with all of the tools they need to be able to conduct really effective outreach faster and in many cases more automated than ever before. So that is the sales enablement content library, and why you, if you're a sales leader, should build this out and equip your team with it to streamline their outreach. If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe to our channel. That's going to make you see all of the new videos that come out, and also it helps us reach more people who have similar needs like you or trying to get the most value out of HubSpot. Also, if you would like to have one of these strategy breakdowns delivered into your inbox every Monday morning, then subscribe to the Spotlight. It is exactly that. It is a simple weekly email sent every Monday morning where we take one of these process breakdowns, we share the video with you, we share it written out, we explain the benefits, and what we're trying to do is help business leaders all over the world level up with HubSpot and get more value out of this incredibly powerful CRM. The link is in the description. Subscribe to the Spotlight. So once again, I'm CJ with The Gist. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.